LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run to the right. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
With the catch, it's Burt. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here we go. This is a designed run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Got a little space. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
DB's right up on the receivers. Flushed out of the pocket. Myers on the move. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on second down. But nice pass defense, staying disciplined on second down. And then third down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. Lots of fresh air. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And how about it? They change up the option look, run the option, but the receiver is the pitch man. And when he gets it, he does what he does best. Turn the afterburners on and takes it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs in it.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
This time he's got his man. offense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Burt. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Callow. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They just keep firing. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds a man on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. It's a running room. Inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now the toss. Powers through the defender. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can't get him to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Pulls it in. It's Calhoun. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd defense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Going over the top. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good. You get late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Bringing the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Under fire. On the run deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Callow. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
He leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called out one time in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, they're running 4 verticals down the field, and the quarterback's just hoping one of those matchups can win. But you got to give the defense credit. They were ready for it on the back end, and that is a massive interception late in this game with the score so close.
Huge interception. The 2-minute drill a lot of times decides the football game. And this defense, man, you could tell they were ready for 4 verts. They played deep. They read the quarterback's eyes. They break on the football, and they probably end this football game.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched